Yes, good afternoon, Vishal.
Hi, ma'am. Very good afternoon.
So, how are you?
I'm good, ma'am. You? How are you?
Thanks for asking, Vishal. Even I'm good. And today, after a long time, I'm connecting with you.
Right, ma'am. Right.
Yes,
It's
yes.
such a long
So,
time. So,
yes.
how's going everything?
Yeah, going fine, Vishal. Yeah. Earlier, I stopped my work for almost 6.5 or 7 months. I was because of my husband's health. So I was not doing I was not practicing. My channel has been stopped. I myself stopped the channel. I was not doing nothing on that. Yeah, but after again I picked up, so I'm here nowadays.
Okay, nowadays things are quite easy or quite good
Yeah,
for
things
you.
are quite easy. Yes, so that's the reason. So I have just reviewed my work again. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
So Vishal, it's been a long time. So let me know more about yourself. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. As you see, my name is Vishal. I come from Sonipat, Haryana. By
Okay.
profession, I am a railway employee. I have been working
Oh,
in railway since 2016, and
okay.
for my interest, I'm learning spoken English. So right now I'm here because I
Oh,
want to learn.
very nice. Now I remember that you are a railway employee and you live
Right.
in where you mentioned you live in Haryana.
Yes, okay. Right now I live in my hometown. Like in my previous posting, I was living in Panchkula. You mentioned about Ambala and Hisar
Yes, yes,
experience.
yes,
We
yes.
discussed.
So yeah, so you remember. I'm so happy that you remember. But I forgot. I think with the age also we tend to forget many things. So it
Ma'am,
happens.
we practiced every day, so maybe we can't remember each and everything.
Yes, because a lot of what to say, a lot of responsibility. So that's why we tend to forget. And what happens when we connect to different people like each day? So sometimes we don't remember. I remember that you are from Haryana, but about your job that you are in the railways, I forgot that. Okay.
Okay, no issue, ma'am. No issue.
Okay. So today I feel like talking on, if you have anything to talk, if you want to speak on something, you can give yourself, or otherwise I'll give you.
Okay, you can suggest me. After that, we will continue on that topic.
Okay. So you all are working person, you are in railways. So one must be like in any job, in any field, whatever the person is working. I think he should be very much honest with his work, right?
Right, ma'am. Very
In
true.
any field, yeah, in any field, whether it's a teacher, doctor. But nowadays we see that the people are not honest, with their commitments, with their work. So we often see these kind of things happening around us, right? So honesty. So let's speak something about honesty, right? So what I feel is that honesty is a kind of feeling. It's a feeling. When we speak truth all the time, we try to be speak truth, and we are like so much. We have a clear conscience of us. That you should keep a
Right.
clear conscience and true to be yourself. When one is very much true to oneself, then only we can be true to with the others. So first, try to be true to ourselves, and that transparency should be there in our work. And not only in our work, when we give commitments to others, when we talk to others. So whatever the person asks us, so we should be very honest with the dealings and with everything, right? Because if we are not honest with, so we face many disappointments in life. People don't respect us, right? So what do you think? That we should be honest. It is a good quality. Everyone should be honest, right? But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, ma'am, you are saying absolutely right. If we
yeah,
are loyal towards ourselves, so after that we can expect that we will be loyal towards our work, our family, in everything, everywhere. But
yes,
firstly, we have to make our mind that it's a hard
yes,
path, and I will continue my journey on this path only.
yes, right.
Otherwise, if you are not working properly, if you are not studying properly,
Yeah, yeah,
in the end, sooner or later, you will realize
yes.
that you made a huge mistake.
Yes, and like why should we be honest? Like a person who is honest. He doesn't have to worry about the like things, like he will be like the person, I mean to say, when the person is honest, he feels so much confident to speak. Something has happened, like in the office, something bad has happened. He's very much confident that the charge will not be put on him, because he's very much honest. People rely on him, people trust on him. So,
Okay,
what I mean to say. And of course, it gives us
okay,
inner peace also, right?
okay. Right, ma'am.
Yeah.
If you have profession like a teacher or any profession in this world,
Yes.
that you
Yeah.
have some social connection, so you can
Yeah.
affect direct or indirect others. If you are not working properly, suppose you are a teacher and you are not
Yeah.
teaching properly, so how can you expect that your students will take good jobs in private or government sector? It's
Yes. Yes.
impossible. You are totally responsible to destroying their future.
Right. Right. And
And
we feel so satisfied. We feel contented. Like
right, ma'am, right, right, yes, absolutely right. Inner satisfaction is most. Like if we do
yes.
our work, so we have like a huge respect toward ourselves in
Yes.
our eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Suppose some incident had happened in your office. For example, something happens in
Right,
your
ma'am.
office, like somebody had done some theft, some crime or theft, anything. And that
Mhm.
people also know that the certain person is very much truthful to oneself. He is very much honest. So nobody can mistrust you. So the person,
Right, ma'am, right,
everybody will trust on you, because the person, everybody knows you have built that kind of relationship with your colleagues, with your everyone in the field where you are working. So people rely on you. People know that very much. No, Vishal can't do this thing because he is very honest. Nobody can charge on you. That nobody can put charge on you, right? Because you are so
right, ma'am.
truthful to one. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. They will ask this question twicely or thrisely. That this person this thing we can't digest.
Yes, yes, of
So
course.
they
So these
think
are the things.
twicely. Yes,
And
ma'am.
yes, and from the very childhood, when children are young. So what I think the teacher and especially the parents, they should teach the children about the moral values. What is good, what is right, what is wrong, right? If the child is doing something wrong, the child is speaking a lie, that mothers know that the child is speaking lie to me. Those so that parents should check there and their self only, like why you are telling. So we should give us not stringent punishment to children, but some light punishment we can give if the child is speaking lie, if the child is not
Right,
honest with us. So from the very beginning, I mean, the parents should be very much careful about this, right?
right, ma'am. It's like for moral
Huh.
values,
Huh.
parents are more responsible than teachers. It's
Yes,
parents'
right.
duty because
Yes,
they spend time equally at home.
yes, yes. So yeah,
So if
nobody can rely. So no, nobody can rely on the Mendeshi. Mendeshi is person, I think. Mandesh is
right,
one who's in the habit of lying, every time. And it's said that, in Hindi, it is said, it's a saying in Hindi that झूठ के पंख नहीं होते. Pank nahi hote,
okay,
it means that the
yes,
person
yes,
doesn't have
yes,
that inner courage. That inner courage he doesn't have. See, the person who's in the habit of speaking lie all the time, and the very moment he tries to speak truth, but that thing, the truth is, we can see that it is a superficial truth. Everybody knows that, चेहरे पे आ जाता है. It comes on, it is reflected on your face, right?
right, ma'am, right,
Yeah, if
right, ma'am,
if
very true.
yeah, if any liar, I mean to say, if any liar, he is all the time he is speaking lie. Sir, 90 times he is speaking lie, and 10 times he's trying to be like he is speaking lie, but he wants to, build that courage. He develops the courage in
Right,
himself,
ma'am, right,
and he tries to speak the truth. But that truth doesn't come out on the face. We know very well that he's hiding something, and still he's speaking something lie. He's lying about that thing, right? So I mean to say
right,
that
right.
lie is reflected on his face too, right?
Yeah, very true, ma'am. Absolutely right. You're saying rightly.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
we discussed about honesty is the best policy, and another thing like our habit matters.
Yes.
So I remember that in my childhood I listened a story that woodcutter story. Woodcutter, he was working
Ah,
near a bank of the river.
yes.
Suddenly his axe fallen into water, and
Ah,
After
And
that, he was weeping,
yes,
crying
yes,
here, there,
yes,
and after that,
uh,
the god of water or god came, and he want to take that person is loyal or not. So in starting, he
yes,
offered that it's a golden axe. Is this yours? So he
yes,
denied. After that,
yes,
he provide
yes,
like a silver coated axe.
yes,
This time he also refused that this is not my axe. I want my my axe only. I don't
yes,
need the gold and silver. In the end, like God praise and provide him all three axes. So in
yes,
the we can say that the fruit of honesty is always be higher or bigger than
yes.
anything.
Of course, and the story I remember, he was so true to God
Yes,
also. Like he mentioned that, and the
right,
ex was finally offered. Like this story, when the God brought the golden axe, he denied, right?
right,
And the other time,
right.
I think it was some silver, or I don't remember the
Uh,
story.
yes, yes,
And
yes. I
but
also have like I don't have like clear story or full
ah,
story in my mind, but I have
yeah,
rough story.
yeah.
Like
Even I remember somewhere. So for the wooden axe, he told God that this is my axe, the wooden axe, right?
right, right,
Yeah.
right,
So the person who is always truthful, he's honest with dealings, he can keep his head high, he can keep his head high, like we can walk very with confidence,
right,
Yeah,
ma'am, right. And
yeah,
another story, like it's also a small story, very famous story. We also listened this story that once there was a shepherd in a village. He go outside, and every time he make fun of villagers. That wolf came. Villagers
mm,
come and offer help. They
yes,
see that
yes,
there is no wolf. And
yes.
one day, in reality, there was a wolf. And this time he was also crying that wolf came. But no one was there to help him because
Yes.
he has like image, he has proved
No,
himself a
no,
liar.
yeah, no,
Yes,
nobody trusted him, because
yes,
nobody trusted him. That
no one
yes,
trusted him. And in the end, ma'am, like a wolf killed him and he died
yes,
because
I
he
remember
killed.
the story. Yeah, it was in somewhere in our fourth class we have learned this story. In the fourth, when I was
Still,
in grade fourth, I learned this story. Yes,
uh,
yes,
yes, classes are gone, but moral
yes,
values still in our mind.
yes, yes. So this is even the people I think who are very much rich also there. It's not only that poor people speak truth. Oh, sorry, they lie. Even the rich, contented people sometimes they are in the habit of speaking lie. So
Right,
it's
ma'am.
not yeah. So it's not a good habit. See for एक बोलते हैं ना एक झूठ के लिए 100 झूठ बोलने पड़ते हैं, right?
Right, ma'am. Right, right.
Yeah.
Very
So
true.
it becomes like a chain of lying. Every time. The person
It's
in
a
lying for
vicious
one
circle,
thing.
never-ending
Ah,
circle, ma'am.
yes, yes. So it's a kind of he has to speak again, lie and lie. So it becomes like a chain, a long chain of lies. Yeah.
Right, ma'am. Right.
So Vishal, do you have any question for me, or should I wrap this session? Yeah.
No, we have to talk more and more.
Okay.
We
Okay.
only discussed it like 14 minutes. Okay,
Yes.
ma'am. Okay, you have lived your lives many years. So
Yes.
you see like landline times and right now it's AI time. So and like post office, you have seen all things. So what
Yeah.
is the piece of advice would you like to give us or like us?
Yeah. Related to what?
Anything, ma'am. Anything like anything regarding life lesson.
Okay, life's lesson. One foremost lesson is this only. What I spoke today. Like one should be very honest. And about the life lesson is that whatever your passion is, whatever you desire, it's not only about the language, it's not only about anything, whatever you want to learn. So unmindful of your age. Age is no bar. What I say is that, say at this stage I'm learning. So age is no bar for everyone. I say the same thing. Whether a person is at 60, 70, 50, any age the person is, whatever the person wants to learn, go for that. There's no shame in learning at whatever age you are, right? So this I want to say to everyone that go for your passion, go for your dreams, whatever dream you want to fulfill. This is the right time. Never procrastinate whatever you want to do. So this is the
Yes,
right time when you want to fulfill anything you desire, right?
right, ma'am. Right.
Okay.
Right time is now. If you want to
Yes.
do any, if
Ah,
anyone
yes,
wants
right.
to do anything, so right time is like now. Start from now.
Yes.
Doesn't
Yes.
matter where you are and what
You're right.
condition, what circumstances do you have. So
Yes,
start from
right.
now. Okay,
Yes.
and ma'am, another thing, like my another doubt, like you mentioned about honesty. I also know the importance of honesty and the
Yes.
outcome of honesty. Sometimes, like we are in a surrounding that everyone wants to get name him very early.
Yeah, yeah.
So mostly, most majority of us we believe in shortcut.
Hmm.
So how can we stay away from this type of energy? Because if we
No,
are in a race, everyone wants to like go higher with the shortcut only.
no, I didn't get you, Vishal.
Okay, ma'am, like I am working person.
Yeah.
In my suppose like where I am working, many of us like they are dishonest towards work. They are not loyal towards work.
Yes.
So and but I have my moral standard. I am responsible for my life, my work. So
Yeah.
how can we like but direct or indirect like this thing come in my mind. They are getting same salary. And why should I take like more stress or more time to doing work or so how can we stop
Yeah.
this thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you got
Yeah. Actually, okay. You're talking about your workplace, right?
anything like anywhere, like everywhere? This is the
Okay, so
thing.
it's very much, difficult to deal with those kind of a person. See, suppose what happens in your relation, in your friend circle, you know very well that this person, this friend of mine is speaking, he's telling a lie, he's telling a lie. But as he is your friend, he's a fast friend, he's your
Right,
relative
right.
of yours, we can't at the, on the face we can't say anything. But we won't like that attitude of that person. But we कहते हैं ना चेहरे पे नहीं बोल पाते. It happens
Right,
sometimes.
right,
Yeah.
right, right.
So it's very much difficult to deal with those who are very close ones to us. Yes.
Right, right.
Yeah. But we should try to make them understand why you are doing this. Don't do this. It's not good for you. Because from you, your children will learn this habit. Of
Right,
course, yeah. So children very much they learn from their parents what they do. Right.
right. They copy their parents. Mostly of us, we copy our parents.
Yes.
We adapt
Yes.
habits from our parents.
Yes, yes. Okay, Vishal, do you know that after this we can share this, what is that? I have written somewhere. Just a minute.
Collaboration, something.
No, no, collaboration. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
After this, you know how to?
Okay, ma'am. Whenever
Yeah,
you are, you will,
wait.
whenever you will.
Yeah, 1 minute. Let me stop the recording. Let me stop the recording.
Okay.